Hey there, Tara from Up the Street Scrapbooking again. So this is part 3 of our mixed media tutorial for the March mixed media kit. So this was the base we did in part 1, and what I did was I grabbed a few things from the other side of the kit, the scrapbooking side, and these paper layers are nice and thin, so they'll go on really nice. So there's a few choices. I can't quite decide which one I want to use, whether I want to use that one or that one. I think that one. Okay. So really simple. All we're going to do is pull the skin off your Mod Podge if you didn't close it properly last time, and just get some Mod Podge down. And you're going to be given this whole thing a coat, so if you put a little bit extra on, that's fine. And the reason I go over everything is that between the different finishes of the acrylic paint and the gesso and so on, I like everything to be uniform at the end of it. So that's it for that. And if you've done a thin enough layer, it shouldn't take very long to dry. Okay, so now that that's on, the other thing, so I'm not going to do too much to this because there is quite a bit going on with all the background colors, but I die cut a feather from one of the papers from the other side, one of the large size papers, so I thought maybe just like that. Yeah. I'm wondering if I should do a little bit of stamping or something underneath there first, though. Okay, I'm going to dry this, and then I'll come back when that's dry. Okay, so that's dry, more or less. Got these cute Glitz Designs roller doodle stamper thingies. So I thought maybe I'd do a little bit with that. And then what I think I'll do is take a bit of this paint, the colors of the paint, the yellow and the orange and the blue, and just go around the edges of that to kind of make it blend in a little bit more in the background. So using Archival ink so that it will be permanent, just do some of this. And try this camera one out. Let's see. And you're not going to see a whole lot of it, but when you put the feather on, it's going to help to give it a little more, you can see more in behind it, so it'll help it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for stamping, I think. And let's take palette knife again, just pick up a bit of the blue, and just so that those edges aren't quite so harsh. I mean, you could have torn the edges or something like that, but this is just as easy. And then you have the option of hiding the edges or not. So that's maybe it for the blue. And a bit more orange. And you know what? I'm not really an orange person, but I like this orange. It's got enough red in it that it does the trick for me. I like that. There. That should be good. Just dry this little bit here so that I can Mod Podge that feather on. Orange is hard to tell if it's dry or not because, oops, it's got a glossy finish, so it's it's deceiving. That's good. Okay, so put just a little more Mod Podge here, enough for the feather. Oops, the blue wasn't dry. What a surprise. Okay, and over here. Okay. And it's not the end of the world if some of that blue paint smears. You can always disguise it or make it look like you wanted it to be like that. Just do it on the other side too so it looks intentional. Okay, so again, we'll dry that and then we'll do a little bit more smudging and maybe some, actually I don't like that. Too late. Just use the black marker that came in the kit to maybe go around the letters so that they stand out a little bit more. And you won't need to be too fussy with it. It's just, I usually end up going around 2 or 3 times just so that it looks kind of half messy, but okay, so that's how that's going to get done. And then here on the feather, just go around it all just to define it. And let's be doing a little bit more of that. And then I might just add, just so it's not quite so clean looking, maybe a little bit more of the blue, just a touch, and then you know what, before I finish the doodling, I think I'm going to take a little bit of white gesso and a stencil and maybe add a few spots around here and then do my black. Yeah. Getting pretty dark. And the way that you can use the white acrylic paint or just a bit of the white gesso. And a dollar store cosmetic sponge. Let's see. And maybe some up here. So I spent today trying to get ready for, we were having a card class on Friday night, and I tell you, I struggle with the cards. I'd rather be, quite honestly, I'd rather be doing something like this that I don't have to teach again, but it's fun. The ladies that come, we have a good time when they're here, so it makes it a fun night for sure. And maybe just a touch over in this corner. There, so not earth-shattering, but just gives it a little more interest. And then when it's on this thin, it's just kind of a shadow, and it doesn't take long at all to dry. So do a little more doodling. Try and figure out what's for supper. Gonna go do some groceries. I just absolutely loathe going to the grocery store. Not my favorite at all. However, we have to eat, so what are you gonna do? Nice when the kids are a bit older and I can make them have supper ready for when I get home. And if your Mod Podge is dry, it's gonna be a little easier to draw on this. I'm still hitting some wet spots here. So the feather's done. How's that look? Like that. So I think I will, rather than make you suffer through watching that, I will call that good. I'm just going to finish up here a bit, and then I think that's it. Oh wait, maybe, no. Okay, I'm going to do this bit, and then I'm going to come back and do something else. Okay, so that's done. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this waterfall green liquid acrylic in the pearlescent finish, and just, it's similar to the color in the feather, so just to give it a little more dimension and a little bit of sparkle, I think I've got enough. Oh no, I will have to go over it with the Mod Podge again. I'll just give it one more coat of Mod Podge after I do this, but I'm just going to add in some of this, and it's so fluid that you can really thin it out, so make it thicker kind of around the edges, and then just have it fade into the center. It just, it helps it pop off a little bit more and define it a little bit more. And while it's wet, you can smudge it back if you so desire. That's good. So all I'm going to do is, after that's completely dry, I'm going to hit it, well, just the whiter areas with the with the Mod Podge, and that's going to be it. So pretty quick, lots of bright colors, be a great little gift for a friend or one of your kids, or kind of see, my husband wouldn't appreciate this, but I'm sure someone's husband might. Anyway, that's it. Another quickie, and just wanted to get you going with this. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll be back with layouts next. Okay? Thanks very much. Have a great night.